In this film, we shall be investigating the universe's smallest building block, the atom. The atom, which sometimes appears as the title of a rather boring subject in textbooks, actually contains very important truths, as well as providing us with important evidence of the existence of God. Atoms are everywhere. Everything we refer to as matter, in other words, our own bodies, our rooms, our homes, all consist of atoms. The reason we are able to perceive the atoms around us as matter is that the electrons in the atom's orbits collide with the photons and atoms attract or repel one another. You are not even touching the chair you are sitting in at this moment. In fact, the atoms in your body are repelling those in your clothes and the chair, and the feeling of touch arises in proportion to the force of that repulsion. We can never actually touch the matter we hold in our hand. If we did actually touch it, we would enter into a chemical reaction with it. That, of course, would mean that there could be no life. Each one of the trillions of atoms that comprise your body is full of electrons that spin round at a speed of thousands of kilometers a second. You do not realize it, but there are atoms that revolve at an amazing speed and never lose their balance, break up or fragment in every single part of your body. So how did this equilibrium come into being? It all began with a huge explosion, known as the Big Bang. The smell of soil, the bright blue of the sky, everything was at one time concentrated in a single point of infinite density and temperature. Scientists calculate that this moment took place some 15 billion years ago. That moment was the beginning of the process in which the atom, the building block of matter, and subatomic particles formed in the wake of the explosion and combined together.
Büyük bir patlamanın ardından oluşarak bir araya gelme sürecinin başlangıcıydı.
The building block of all the systems that would come to constitute life, calculated right down to the finest detail, began to form from that first moment, within a specific plan. The structure of the atom is described in great detail in books on chemistry and physics. Yet there is one important point that is always glossed over. How did a system based on such sensitive balances, with such a tiny volume, come into being? Why did protons and neutrons come together in the wake of the Big Bang? And why did electrons begin to revolve around them? How is it that this unbelievable phenomenon was repeated everywhere in the universe, and that an almost infinite number of the flawless structures known as atoms came into existence? All these questions about the origin of the atom lead us to a single conclusion. God creates the entire universe. Scientists refer to this extraordinary creation in the universe as fine-tuning. This, in turn, reveals the existence of a creator who rules the whole universe. That creator is Almighty God, Lord of the worlds. He is the originator of the heavens and earth. When He decides on something, He just says to it, "Be," and it is.